Macabre. Misfortunes.
I'm watching you. I am right behind you.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 104 of Macabre Misfortunes. 2 years today. So
Yeah.
2 years worth of episodes.
Right. Good day for it, too. 420.
Yeah. Tracy, I have a crazy story for you today.
I like crazy.
I know you do. This was during the COVID times. Let's go back to September 23rd, 2020 in Massachusetts.
Let's go.
Now, we do not have a name for the victim here, and I looked everywhere. I found the story in 20 different places, and not once did they mention who it was. I don't guess it's important that we know who it was.
Because, like, we would have
Right.
known who it is anyway. But that is kind of weird.
But it's a 54-year-old man. So he walks into McDonald's. There's your first mistake. He was a construction worker, no previous health problems. So while he is standing in line waiting to order, he suddenly gasped and began shaking, and he lost consciousness.
Wait, just standing there?
Just standing there. I mean, I know their food's bad, but I didn't think it was that bad.
I don't think it's that bad either.
Emergency services were called, and they found that he was suffering from ventricular fibrillation. That's a heart rhythm problem. It's also the exact same thing that caused my defibrillator to go off.
Yep, that's true.
The man was given CPR, and he briefly regained consciousness before they rushed him to the hospital. Now, a 50-year-old dying of a heart attack isn't that unusual.
True story. Mm-hmm.
Here's a 55-year-old here that almost did it himself.
Yeah.
Especially when you consider the fact that his family said that he had a very poor diet. And in fact, our victim used to consume 1 to 2 large packages of soft candy a day.
Good grief. I mean, was he like obese or?
He was a larger man.
Okay.
But even though that was the case, he had been given a clean bill of health from his doctor because being a construction worker like he was, he had to take physicals every year to be able to keep working there. Like I said, he worked a very labor-intensive job. So, plenty of checkups. Now, on top of his poor eating habits, he was also a smoker. He smoked about a pack a day. But we're going to focus on the candy aspect of his life. I said that he would eat a bag or 2 of soft candies a day. That candy, Red Twizzlers.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm. Now, we both love Red Twizzlers.
We do.
And I could probably eat a bag a day if it's the small packs. I don't know if I could eat the big packs. And I don't know if he ate the big packs.
Well, not only that, your jaws get tired when you're eating.
This is true. I get that with Snickers, though.
Uh-huh.
That's why I got to have the little fun size, bite size ones, whatever the case is. Now, Tracy, he had done this for years, so it's not like this was something he just started. Okay.
Well, how's he not a diabetic is what I want to know.
I don't know that he wasn't.
Oh, I thought, okay, well, I guess maybe they just didn't check for that or something.
Yeah. So, here's the important thing to know about this situation. 3 weeks earlier, the man switched his candy of choice. He switched from Red Twizzlers to the black licorice ones.
Okay, well, that is stupid just by itself because black licorice is the most disgusting thing ever. So,
you know, I don't like it like I used to, but years ago, my mom for Easter would always buy like us kids a bag of candy, even as adults.
Mm-hmm.
And she would always buy me a bag of black jelly beans.
Ooh.
Because I loved them back then.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I loved black jelly beans. And I still like them, but not like that.
Yeah.
You know, the 1 or 2 you get in a pack is good enough.
For you, yeah, you
For
don't
me,
want a complete bag.
I don't need the whole pack. But yeah, I used to open my mouth and my mouth be all black and stuff like I just ate some charcoal or
That's
something.
probably why she did it, because it was funny looking.
So you wouldn't think this would be that big of a deal, switching from red to black. Well, this will probably shock most of you because that turned out to be a very big deal. And I'll tell you why right after this quick sponsor break. All right, Tracy, as we've discussed, 3 weeks prior to his death, this man switched from red to black licorice. And he continued to eat a bag, sometimes even 2 bags a day. It's a mistake that any of us could actually make. The issue is that the black licorice contains glycyrrhinic acid. It literally comes from the licorice root.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So you don't get that with the red, you get that with the black. It's commonly used as a sweetener, and it's at least 30 times sweeter than sucrose.
Oh, I wonder why it's so different.
I don't know. That's why they use it as a sweetener, though. It's commonly used in foods as a natural sweetener. Now, medically, it's been shown to have positive results in reducing body fat, healing stomach ulcers, and even fighting infections. But, and this is the key here, in large amounts, it can cause a condition called pseudoaldosteronism, which can cause a person to become overly sensitive to a hormone in the adrenal cortex. I know what none of that means.
I don't either, but I'm sure that's something they did not put on the bag.
Well, this condition can lead to fatigue, high blood pressure, sodium retention, potassium loss, and even heart attacks.
Wow, that is not a good combo.
So when he switched to black licorice and continued to eat as much as he was consuming, that's what happened. His potassium levels dropped. They plummeted while he was standing in line at the McDonald's. This caused his collapse.
I mean, could he not tell a difference? Like he was just feeling so much different?
I don't know. You know, my mom, when she passed away, that's actually what's on her death certificate as her cause of death.
Low potassium?
Low potassium.
Man, my mom had that as well.
That's why you got to be careful about being dehydrated and stuff like that, because it's the potassium level that'll do it.
Yeah. I was told I was dehydrated during my stay.
Oh.
My kidneys were showing that. So.
Well, they don't give you enough to drink there, so.
Yeah.
So this caused his heart arrhythmia. And after being rushed to the hospital, he was admitted to the ICU. And then eventually he was placed on a ventilator. And unfortunately, he would die 24 hours later.
Oh, my gosh. Now, did the hospital realize what had happened?
I don't think they did immediately. What it turned out, though, is his body simply couldn't function any longer due to the damage that had been done. Following his death, researchers put a lot of effort into the case, and they would ultimately find that the cause of death was the licorice.
That's amazing. Yes, people don't think of that. That's why I wonder why they wouldn't put a warning like that. I mean,
they say this is a very extreme case. It's not something that would normally happen. And they don't expect somebody, even if you ate a bag of licorice or 2 bags, he literally was doing it every single day. So it built up into his system. That's not what they would ever expect anybody to eat black licorice.
Well, that's true. Why they'd eat it at all.
Right. This could actually happen, though, with too much consumption of any black licorice. That includes jelly beans and black licorice teas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So in 2019, there was an 84-year-old man in Canada. He died, and it was determined that he had a habit of drinking several glasses of homemade licorice tea every single day.
Ugh.
And that's what killed him. Yeah, that doesn't sound appealing to me.
Yeah, that's just nastiness. It's
important to note, though, that in the U.S., that the FDA regulates how much of that glycerin, I think I said it right, is actually allowed in foods. So many licorice-flavored foods are actually flavored with anise oil, which simply tastes like licorice, and it smells like licorice, but it doesn't contain the glass scissoring.
So that's.
I think it's glass scissorins and whatever it is.
So are they doing that though? I think I didn't hear what you said. Are they doing that now?
Yeah, they
don't.
Yeah, but it didn't have anything to do with his cause or his case, because they still have it in like some black licorice.
Okay, so they didn't take that out at all.
Right. But some a big part of candies that are black licorice, they use that other flavoring instead of actual black licorice. He was getting the real deal.
The real deal, yeah. Wow. So, well, I mean, you hate to see somebody pass away or something like that, but at least they're trying to improve it and change it. So
well, I think they've realized it, and that was already something that's been done. I think if you go out for years, if you went out and bought black jelly beans, they probably were made with that anise oil.
Mm. Okay, so, well, that's good to know.
I think that anise oil actually comes from a beaver's rectum.
Stop it.
I swear I'm not playing. There's a gland in beavers by their butthole that they use primarily for flavoring stuff.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't remember all the details, but it's a fact. That is a fact.
Ooh, well, that's a disgusting
fact. It might
fact.
Be licorice. That might be the anise oil.
Well, I'm not eating no daggone licorice no more. For sure.
Well, I guess it's time for the joke of the day.
Uh-oh.
I got two.
Okay, two.
I know you're going to hate the first one.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, then why don't we skip it?
No, because I like it. It's like, okay, we're going to do three.
Dude.
We're going to do three.
All right.
Because I told you this one earlier, but I think it's funny. What's worse than ants in your pants?
What?
Uncles.
Oh, good grief.
Okay, so my mom died when we couldn't remember what her blood type was. As she died, she kept telling us, be positive, but it's hard without her. Oh, so today I was actually driving past my old childhood home, and I thought, being kind of nostalgic, I think I'll go up there and knock on the door and take a look around.
Sure.
So I knock on the door. When the door opens, I said, you know what? I'm feeling kind of nostalgic. I'd like to come in and take a look at the house. And then they slammed the door right in front of my face. My dad is such a jerk. So I stuck an uncle, a mom, and a dad joke.
Yep, whole family.
So, all right, guys, we love you. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.